Hey everybody, thank you for joining me and Summit on another adventure. Got something fun. I've never done this before. I've rented a cabin up at Clear Lake. You can see the lake behind me there. And it's sunny up here. Getting out of the valley, that's a good thing. Higher elevation. I don't know the exact elevation here. I'll have to check that out and post it. She's pretty excited. Run out to the end of her lead and yank on it. So Clear Lake is interesting. Its waters are just crystal clear. And this is the source of the McKenzie River. So Clear Lake is fed by glaciers and lava fields up closer to the summits of the sisters and, that way. The water can take, 3-4 years to work its way through the lava fields and ice and water and ice and water. And eventually, daylight's here. It flows up through the ground. There are places kind of over by the marina. You can see the water movement as it comes up. So anyway, this is it, the headwaters of the McKenzie. And I'll show you my little cabin here after I take the dog for a walk. All right. So I had briefly mentioned before that I had a new adventure rig and I am retiring the Explorer. And this is my new rig. This is a 2015 Dodge Ram Eco Diesel. I love that. Gets outstanding gas mileage. But it's exactly what I had in mind. The quad cab, a short bed. I don't need to be 200 feet long trying to park this thing somewhere. 4-wheel drive. It is the half ton. I didn't feel like I needed anything bigger than that. Yes, that is my license plate. Don't steal my identity. Oh, a little slippery here in the snow. But, that's the basics of it. Just a real nice rig. I got her set up into the back there. Nice and comfy, cozy. All right, there you go. And there's our little cabin for the weekend. How cool is that? Just a little studio cabin. It cost me $50 a night. It's a seasonal rate. Cabin number 3. Here we go. Get a special rate for this cabin during the winter. And there's a code to get inside. Let's see if I can remember it. Hey, got it. All right, there you go. They got it all nice and toasty warm in here for us. Bunk bed with a full mattress on the bottom and a twin on top. Propane cooking area. Tokens for the shower. Little table with 2 chairs. This is cute. It only cost me $50 a night. All right, well, I'm going to get my stuff in and get set up. I put this on wide angle so you can see it a little bit better. I'm pretty much set up. I got a happy girl. So the kitchen area, basically, this is kind of a camp out, bring your own stuff. So here's my bag with utensils, bowls, coffee drip, everything. That is my camping box. It's got my skillets, my tea kettle, water basin, all that stuff. Cooler, of course. There you go. Nice and so cozy, warm. She's loving it. So the bath is up the hill a little ways, a little bit farther away than I'd like, but that's not a problem. It's got shower facilities and, I've got tokens for the shower here that they left for me on the counter, and my source of water is up there. So I just need to fill up a couple of containers and bring them back down here, and I'm all set for the evening. But I think there's still a little bit of daylight left out there, and I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll put my yak tracks on my boots, and we'll get out there in the snow and ice. All right, well, now that I'm all settled into the cabin, take my dog for a walk. Let's go, sweetie. What, do you see, a Sasquatch? I don't see anything. I know Sasquatch can see me, but I can't see him. So anyway, I got about an hour and a half of daylight left. And so, of course, take the dog for a walk. There's a path that goes all the way around this lake. I talked to the ranger at the clubhouse, and he said that he didn't know if it was defined enough to follow it all the way around. But I figured that tomorrow I'm going to give that a try. Tonight I'm going to hike down to where the river exits the lake, and we'll call that good. Come on, sweetie. Yeah, she sees Sasquatch, all right. She doesn't want to come. Little creek flowing there. That didn't take very long at all, really. I doubt if it was even a mile. Love these yak tracks. And there's the McKenzie River. Beautiful. All right, let's hike across, see what we find on the other side for a trail. This should be quite the adventure tomorrow. I know that there is a trail that goes all the way around this lake. And I'm sure you can find it. I mean, the snow is not that deep. I should be able to pick up the trail and follow it. All right, well, it's 4:30. The sun's not about to set, for an hour or so. But I might as well get back. I can start dinner. I'm settling in for the night. I got my sweats on, thinking about dinner, and I've got some frozen hamburger that'll be tomorrow night. Got some lunch meat that I'm going to save for lunch tomorrow. So I think for tonight, I'll just do some fruit. I've got some of the muffins that I've been making, and I can make myself a small salad. So that sounds like a good dinner tonight. And I'm just going to chill. So I'll say goodnight, and I will see you in the morning. Nice and cozy in front of the fire. Good spot for a dog bed. Good morning. A little change of plans today. By the end of the walk that I was doing yesterday evening, my plantar fasciitis on my left foot was giving me some trouble. And when I woke up this morning and started walking on it, it's like, ow. So, I don't know how many of you have had those, but they're extremely painful. It's not the sort of thing you just power through, grit your teeth. You start limping on that thing and you can screw up other parts. Your hip starts hurting, your back starts hurting. It's like, okay, so, I'm going to do a couple of other things here, see if things loosen up, and maybe I'll be able to do that walk around the lake this afternoon. But the Clear Lake Resort is very close to Sahali Falls, and it's only about 30 miles away from the town of Sisters, and I love Sisters. So I'm going to start off here by taking the doggy for a little walk. We'll go down and see Sahali Falls in the snow. And then we'll take a run into Sisters, get a couple of things at the store, and get a cup of coffee at Sisters. Oh yeah, the Sisters Coffee Company. Even with the yak tracks on, it's still kind of icy and slippery. Boy, but they sure help a lot. That falls is one of my favorites, and it's such an easy access off of Highway 126. The parking area is right next to it. God, maybe it's like a 100-foot walk down to it. McKenzie River. It's just an amazing corridor. There's a trail, 26-mile trail that follows the McKenzie River from just above Clear Lake down to Blue River, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. It is on my bucket list, and that's an easy to do because I live so close to it. Just a matter of having the right timing. Isn't that life though? All right, we're going to get in the truck, head out into Sisters, have some fun there. I'm back at the lake. So I'm back out on the trail. My foot, doesn't feel great, but it's not hurting. So I'm going to try giving it a go, and we'll see how far down the road I get, or trail, as the case may be. So I'm on the Clear Lake Trail. It's like I was yesterday. However, from the resort, Yesterday I was on the south side and today I'm on the north side. So I'm going to see how far around the lake this goes and we'll see how far I can get. So I've still got my yak tracks on my boots. And these really help with traction. They don't help so much with balance. So. If you're going to be on a packed snow, ice kind of situation like this, they can be a big help. Always got to run out to the end of the leash. I'll put the name of this creek onto the screen here. I forget the name of it right now. I think I'm going to let her off leash so she gets a little bit of exercise. Summit, come. Sit. Stay. 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 Good girl. Okay. Happy dog. Zoomies! Snow zoomies! Come on, babe. Well, so far this has been a really easy trail to follow. Even through the deepest snow, there's still a track. This should be the high point of the trail. And from here I'll start trekking back along the east side of the lake. And the snow should start to disappear once I get over there. Wow. That's a seasonal creek that is bone dry at the moment. Well, I can't say bone dry. That would be a lie. I see pockets of water. That's quite the channel, though. All right, here we go. Well, I was right about it clearing up over here on the east side. This is more exposed. See, the sun is setting. I got plenty of daylight left. But I saw on the map that showed this trail that there was an old growth forest over here. Well, that fir must be part of this forest. Survived a couple of fires, I see. Old growth trees are pretty resilient about that. Oh, size of the limbs hanging down on that. Pretty well stunted by the weather up here. I checked my GPS. I'm right about 3,000 feet. It's been a really nice hike. There's my baby dog. Happy girl. All right then. So there's the marina and resort lodge, and my cabin is kind of right up in that neighborhood right there. Now the sun has gone down behind the mountains, but I still got something like an hour and a half of light left. Plenty of time to get around. And even if it got dark on me, there's a moon out, no clouds, trail's easy to follow. Got a flashlight on my phone even. No worries. I've reached the lava flow. So apparently this lava flow is 3,000 years old. I'm not quite sure if it is what formed the lake or if it just stopped right here at the edge of the lake. Forest on the west side, lava fields on the east side. Now the sisters are right over in that general direction. All the volcanic activity up that way. Alright, so I'm just going to pick my way through here and keep on rolling. Well, I made it over toward the south end of the lake here. And this is Clearwater Cove. This is a parking area for people putting their boats into the water. I don't believe that there is an actual boat ramp here. It's more like carry it down. Yeah, it looks like they've got a slide over here. There you go. Yeah, it's a pretty narrow track. You're not going to get a big boat down there. No motors are allowed on this lake, by the way. All right. Now that's where I was last night, right over there. Mouth of the McKenzie. I'll be back over there before you know it. Beautiful evening. So coming around the south side of the lake, and I've reached the McKenzie River and the bridge that I crossed last night. Well, you're never all that far away from the road, Highway 126. Just a pretty busy highway. Comes up from the Eugene area. It's the highway to the snow. Recreation in the Cascades. So pretty. Alright, so I've got about a mile to go to get up to the resort. Right there. Here we go. This section of trail is real easy to follow. Alright, well I made it all the way around the lake. Back in my cabin. Time to draw the curtains. Be changing into my sweats soon and having some dinner. So that took me about 3 hours to go around the lake. A little slower than I anticipated just because of the snow, I think. So anyway, made it back. You know, it was a little on the dark side when I got back to the resort, but not so dark that I couldn't see the trail. It's pretty well stomped. No trouble at all. Anyway, let me show you a map, an overview of the trail that I just walked. So right here. So the marina is right here. So walked all the way up around the backside, and back up. I'm not exactly sure how many miles that is. I'm gonna have to find that out and I'll put it on the picture here. Anyway, time for me to relax for the evening. So I'm gonna call this quits for now. So I will talk to you later. Good morning. Well, Summit and I are just taking one last walk around down at the lake. It's time to say goodbye. Our weekend is over. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and undoubtedly you're going to see this place again. Yeah, it's such a nice spot. I see a kayak in my future. So until next time, take a hike. Be blessed.